So in the previous lecture, we have seen how to do the design of design of slab, right? One-way continuous slab. Now after doing the design, the most important step is to detail it, right? To prepare the drawings. So let us discuss how to do the detailing. And for detailing purpose, we have Indian Standard Code, right? The Indian Standard Code name is SP34, right? So as you can see on your screen, I have drawn a figure that is a typical figure for doing the detailing of a one-way continuous slab, right? So this detailing is given in SP34. I'll show you that, right? So before that, just to make you aware that this is a very important thing to learn, right? I bet 99.99% of the students will not be knowing about this, right? So this is the practical thing that we are learning here, and the questions can be asked from this figure in your interviews also. When you appear for interview for structural designing, right, these are the practical stuff that we are going to learn in this lecture. So the figure that you can see on your screen here is a one-way continuous slab figure of the detailing figure, right? Detailing means how to draw the steel, right? So most probably the drawing or detailing of the one-way slab or any slab will be given in the plan format, right? So detailing will be mostly in the plan format for slab. This is one of the things that you need to remember, that whenever we are going to prepare the drawings or detailing for the slab, it is mostly been prepared in the plan format. And how to prepare that, what are the things to be mentioned, that is been given in the SP34. So let us move back to SP34, and if you refer your SP34 and go to page number page number 121, right? It gives you section number 9, floor slab. So if you refer this section number 9, right, so it has been given everything in detail. So minimum reinforcement, if you want to calculate minimum reinforcement, it is mentioned over here, 0.15% where plain bars are used, and 0.12% where high yield strength bars are used, right? So you can refer this also. For spacing, cover and diameter also it has been given here, right? So you can refer this spacing, cover and diameter clause, right? Cover is also mentioned here. Minimum cover to reinforcement shall not be less than 15 mm, right? And nor less than the diameter of bar. And bar diameters, the main bars in the slab shall not be less than 8 mm or 10 mm, and distribution steel shall not be less than 6 mm. Now this has been revised after the earthquake, Bhuj earthquake. We are using distribution steel at 8 mm only, right? Now next thing, for simply supported slab, they have given the detailing of the simply supported slab. So if you want to see that, here is the figure for detailing of a simply supported slab. So this, I think you can see on your screen, just a minute. All right, so this is a section and this is the plan that is being shown here. How you can see how the steel is being shown in terms. So you need to copy the same format. Only thing is that you need to change the values, right? So you need to change the values. You copy the same thing in your AutoCAD file and you just change the values as per the design. So you need to draw a same way. You need to show a plan. You need to show section BB and section AA. So the steel has been shown here on the right hand side, section AA. This is for simply supported slab, right? Now we are doing the design of a continuous slab. So let us go back to the clause of the continuous slab. So a same detailing has been shown for continuous slab, and here it is, figure number 9.5, right? Simple rules for curtailment bars section through middle strip. And this is for continuous slab, how to show the detailing, right, using bent up bars, and second one is for using straight bars. So mostly we use bent up bars. So I have drawn the same figure on the screen. So let us understand each and every details from the screen. So let me share the screen back. Okay. So as you can see on your screen, you need to prepare a drawing like this after the completion of the design, right? And the blue line is the reinforcement line and the red lines are the beam and slab lines, right? So one main bar will run through, right? One main bar will run throughout, and there are bent ups shown here, bent up, and there are extra top also, right? Distribution bars and at top, and there is a extra top also, right? So this AS1 is the area of steel that you have calculated, right? So suppose you have calculated the area of steel, that is say 300 mm square, so that is you have provided as a main bar at bottom, right? This is one way continuous slab. So one more thing you need to remember is main bar are provided parallel to shorter span, parallel to shorter span, and this bars will be provided at bottom, provided at bottom, and distribution bars are provided at top of the main bars, and these are parallel to longer dimension, right? So this is the important thing that you need to remember, that main bars in one way continuous slab are always parallel to shorter span, and they are provided at bottom of the slab. So at bottom, that is this line here, right? At bottom, that is my main bar, that is AS1, right? Now next thing is, the question comes that, sir, from where we need to bend up the bars, right? Whether we need to bend up the bar from center or 1/3 or 2/3 or 4th, right? So for that, SP34 has clearly mentioned the length of bent up. There are 2 points here. First point is edge, at the edge, and second point is at the intermediate. So if you are bending up the bar at the intermediate, you need to bend up that bar from 0.15 L1 from the edge of this intermediate beam, right? 0.15 L1, L1 is this distance. So 0.15 L1, whatever value you are getting, you need to write it here and in your drawing. This is a typical drawing, right? So 0.15 L1, from here you need to bend it up, right? From here you need to bend up your bar. Similarly, at the edge of the beam also same value, but here the bent up is provided from the center, right? From the center of the beam, that is 0.15 L1, right? So this is the difference. Then one more thing that is important here, say this is the spacing between two bars, this is spacing between two distribution bars, right? That is given as small, that is given as P. Now the first bar, at how much distance we need to provide the first bar, for that also Indian code has mentioned that it should not be more than P/2. Let us say, for example, this is 200 mm, so this distance should not be more than 100 mm, right? So we need to provide at least within 100 mm, say 50 mm, 90 mm, 80 mm, 95 mm, right? So this first bar should not be placed more than P/2, where P is the maximum spacing between two bars, center to center spacing. Third important thing, next important thing is, whenever we are bending up our bars, we need to provide distribution steel at top also. So for this also there is a standard limit, that distribution bars at top, we need to provide minimum 2 bars here at top. In the bent up bars, we need to provide minimum 2 distribution bars at top also, right? So this is also important thing. And second thing is that whatever bent ups are coming here at top, that bent up should be at least 0.5 AS1. So suppose this is 300 mm square, so here it should be at least 150 mm square. This we already know, that whenever we did the design, we have seen that we need to bend up our bars alternatively. So suppose 100 bars we are placing in our slab, so out of 100, 50 we are bending up near the support. So 50% of AS1, that is 0.5 AS1, so we need to provide at the support. Same way on this side also, at the bottom also it remains 50%, right? So 0.5 AS1, right? Next thing is, from the center of the intermediate span, the bent up is taken from 0.25 L1. So here it was 0.15 L1, right? Because at the edge of the beam, and here it is 0.25 L1 because it is from the intermediate support, right? Because it is from the intermediate support. So these are the important points that are likely to be remembered. One more thing is this distance should be 0.1 L1, which is this distance, that is from the edge of the beam, up to the end of a bent up, right? So this distance should be greater than or equal to L1, right? This distance should be greater than or equal to 0.1 L1, right? These are standard things given as per Indian standard. So if you follow this, you will not fall into trouble, right? So next important part is yes, extra top, right? Suppose this is the extra top bars that are provided. This is extra top. So how much length of extra top I need to provide? So length of extra top from edge of the support, from the edge of the beam, it should be at least 0.3 L2, because this is L2. On L2 side we are providing, so when we are considering L2, and on this side it is again 0.3 L1 because we are providing in the L1 area, right? So these are the points and values you must remember. If you do not remember this, then also it is okay, but you need to have an idea that where it is given. So it is given in SP34 section number 9, right? SP34 section number 9. So if you refer this is for when bent up bars are provided. So there is one more figure, let us see that figure, when no bent ups are provided. So this is using straight bars. So when we use straight bars, we are not providing any bent up, we are providing just a steel bar at the bottom, right? But to keep this top bar in position, we need to provide some chairs, right? We need to provide certain chairs so that the top bars can be fixed with, right? So mostly we do not assign this second method, that is using straight bars. 99% we are using this bent up bar only, right? So I hope it is clear to you that how to draw the detailing of one-way continuous slab, right? So that's it, guys. Please refer this SP34 code and read out these clauses, right? It will give you a lot of knowledge, and you will learn a lot of interview answers from this also. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video, right? I would again like you to request, please subscribe the channel, right, if you have not subscribed it, and please do like this video if you are finding this helpful, and if possible try to share it with your friends so that they can also get benefit from this, right? So thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next session.